Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome to the next part in my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Now, I know this series has been moving towards, what to do while you're leveling up to 50, the right steps to take to save up gil and to get Grand Company seals and to earn gear and how to do the dungeons properly. We've been covering all that. It's been pretty serious business up till now, minus that whole potato incident a few episodes ago. So, this episode, I want to take a step back. Patch 2.51 came out, and that's where I've been spending most of my time. That's just why this character is still level 34. And I want to talk about, how to unlock it, what the features are, when you can unlock it, all the fun stuff. So let's get right to it. So first of all, the Gold Saucer is something you can access in the free trial of the game. This is a series for new players, so I want to make sure that I elaborate on that. And you can unlock it around level 15. You're gonna need to be level 15, but you're also going to need to have beaten a certain main story mission, depending on which city you started in will change the name of the mission, but they all have the word envoy in them. So if you beat the mission that has the word envoy in them, you're good to go. When that's done, you're going to want to come to Ul'dah. I'm right across from the Aetheryte right there, and you're going to want to talk to the well-heeled youth. You just have to accept his quest and follow the quest markers, and that'll basically take you right to the Gold Saucer. So do that. Now they want me to present the golden airship ticket to Eleonora at the airship landing. So, once you accept that, we're going to run over here. This is pretty much, that envoy quest is pretty much the quest where you unlock the airships. In fact, it is the quest where you unlock the airships. So that's why it's a prerequisite along with being level 15. So we're going to want to take the lift attendant. We're going to want to head over to the airship landing. 1 second. And we're going to just talk to this guy, and then we should be able to fly over to the Gold Saucer. Now, I've been skipping cutscenes this entire time. Let's actually watch this open. Oh, shit. I might have forgot to put sound on before I started. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll turn the sound on mid-video. Excuse my language, but I've got a lot to get done in a very short period of time, so I've totally forgot to turn the sound on. Don't worry, you'll be able to hear the awesome Gold Saucer music in a second. Wow, you guys just got to watch me do a live, mess up. Oh no, I didn't forget the music. I just don't have sound effects turned on. Okay, that works for me. Alright, well, now, welcome to the Gold Saucer. The only cutscene I think I haven't skipped this entire Let's Play series. Wow, so I just panicked there for no reason. Excuse my language again. Apologies. But like I said in a few episodes ago, I curse like a sailor when I'm not recording. I like to try and keep it toned back a little bit when I'm recording, though, because, don't want to be cursing like crazy all the time. It's not good. It's not a good image. But I totally curse a lot outside of this. But anyway, we're here. The Gold Saucer. Yes, if you haven't played Final Fantasy VII, basically the Gold Saucer is an amusement park. It's got mini games, it's got little lotteries, little jackpots that you can enter, it's got triple Triad, it's got Chocobo racing, and that's pretty much the gist of everything it has right now, but there are going to be more things being added to it in the future. And welcome to the Manderville Gold Saucer. Now, I'm not going to talk about that too much, because those of you who aren't level 50 yet haven't gotten to do the Hildebrand storyline, but this'll be interesting to you, especially when you're able to do the Hildebrand storyline, because you'll be looking at the Manderville men very, very differently after seeing this place. So I'm pretty sure there's no more cutscenes after this point, but we're gonna want to accept this first quest here, Airship Ticketeer, and he is basically going to force us to follow a quest that takes us through all the different mini games that you can participate in here. So first, we're going to go to the Gold Saucer Attendant for information. This is a cutscene we don't have to watch. I don't want to spoil anything like that. So the first thing they want us to do is head over to the Gold Saucer Attendant, do an MGP exchange. So this is the first NPC you'll probably end up wanting to talk to. This NPC allows you to trade in gil for Manderville Gold Saucer points, but so you can't just buy all the points that you want. The maximum amount you're allowed to use with this guy is 500. So there we go, 500. If I try to go over that, it doesn't let me. See, it goes right back down to 501. So And you can't use this guy if you have more than 500 MGP. He'll just fill in the rest. This is basically the guy where if you lose all of your earnings for whatever reason, you're able to at least have a little bit of a breather room with the 500. So we'll exchange 5,000 gil for 500 MGP. Honestly, I probably didn't even need to do that because of this second NPC right here, the mini Cactpot broker. So the mini Cactpot is a daily scratch off that you can do, and it rewards you a ton of Manderville Gold Saucer points. Now, it can reward you barely any, but I'm going to go over a little trick that I like to use whenever I do this. Now, people have posted calculators, but if you've ever played a Sudoku puzzle, it's basically like the same thing. This NPC does also give you an MGP voucher that you could just use. It gives you 100 MGP, so you're able to try it out without spending any of your actual MGP yet. So I just got 100 MGP. Let's purchase a mini Cactpot ticket. Now keep in mind that you're not guaranteed success here. So the first thing that happens is you'll see on the right we have a payout. And basically, you're trying to add numbers in either a row, column, or diagonal, and the total number determines your prize. So the biggest thing you want to aim for is 1, 2, and 3 in a row. That's the big thing you want to aim for. Now 7, 8, 9 is 3,600. That's fine. Or 6, 7, 8, I think. Yeah, right there. So there are a lot of different possibilities here, but your goal every day is to try and get to 10,000. So what we're allowed to do is we're actually allowed to scratch off 3 different uncovered blocks. They give us the one free one. Now we're allowed to scratch off 3 more. We're trying to find 1, 2, and 3. So I am going to scratch off this. It's 2. It's 5. So I know 1, 2, and 3 isn't possible now, but I know that if I just want to get, what is this, 8? 8 is worth 720. That's a possibility that I could go for. And with that out of the way, I guess since we can't get 1, 2, or 3, we also can't get 7, 8, 9, in case you haven't noticed, because 7, 8, 9, which is 24, there's no way it could be anywhere on this. So I'm going to go with that. So now it's going to tell us you can select a line, and this is the line that's going to ultimately determine what your prize is. So see, like that is the 8. That's at least a 10. Now, if I got a, let's say I got a 3 there, I'd get 72. 23. I don't think you know what? I'm just going to go with the safe 8. Get myself 720 Manderville Gold Saucer points, and that's it. You can do that event every single day. And it's a good idea because once you start learning how to get the 1, 2, and 3 in a row, or finding out if your ticket is even eligible to win a 10,000 jackpot, you're able to get a lot of points every day just from doing that. So, Gold Saucer Attendant, this is the NPC where you'll go whenever you want to spend Manderville Gold Saucer points on generic prizes. So some of the rewards here include a set of weapons. These are 10,000 each. The Blood Sword, these are all weapons that actually come from bosses in the game. The Blood Sword comes from the last boss of Hawk Manor. I think this is the fist weapon of an Ixal somewhere. I don't remember where that fist weapon comes from. This is Odin's shield. These are daggers from one of the other bosses. This is a staff that belongs to one of the Lamias. So they're basically all not even boss weapons. They're all enemy weapons. Like, these are weapons that only enemies have had access to in the past. Armor, you have Gambler's Trench Coat, you have the Gambler set, the Bunny set, the Riviera set, the Glade set, the Oasis set, and then there's Claws of the Beast and Charlayan Goggles there at the bottom. Now, you'll notice all these prizes are pretty expensive, so you're gonna, if you really want them, you're gonna probably want to do that mini Cactpot every day. Let's try on the Gambler's Trench Coat, yeah? So the Gambler's Trench Coat, the reason why I'm specifically picking this one, anybody who's played Final Fantasy VI, I don't know why I'm using my keyboard for that. This is actually the trench coat of Setzer. So that's the entire set. The entire Gambler set is makes you look like Setzer from Final Fantasy VI. So there's a bunch of other things. There's like a bunny suit. There's some general things. Yeah, I'll leave it up to you to come and check it out now that you're finally heading over to the Gold Saucer. And with that out of the way, we are going to continue our quest. So now the quest introduces us to Triple Triad. If you haven't played Final Fantasy VIII, it's a card game that was present in Final Fantasy VIII. And I enjoy the hell out of this game. But it can be pretty tricky to talk about. So I'm actually going to do a separate part. I'm just going to unlock it for right now and go over the basics. But in future videos in this Let's Play series, I'll show me going after some of the more difficult NPCs, how I go about collecting cards and whatnot. It's a very long process, so I'm probably not going to do too much card collecting on this character, but I do want to give you guys the basics, you know. If anything, I'll log over to my main and show you. My log has 60 out of the, my main has 60 out of the 80 cards that are possible to get. And there are a lot of cards. Most of them are Final Fantasy XIV related, but if you check out the Triple Triad Trader, if you ever have duplicates of cards, you can sell them to him for MGP. 1-star cards are, I think, worth 5, 2-star are worth 10, 3-star are worth 50, 4-star are worth 200, and 5-star trade-ins are worth 600 MGP. But only do that with duplicates if you have them. We go to the card exchange. You can see there is a Cloud Strife card here. So yeah, there's a card for each of the legendary heroes from Final Fantasies 1 through 13. So Warrior of Light, you know, Lightning, Cloud, Squall, all of those cards are in this game, and they're all gotten in many different ways. There's also Chocobo cards, Moogle cards. We have a Godbert card, which is again something you'll have to find out about later. A Nanamo card, and then you can buy card packs. This literally just turns into one card. So it's just not even a card pack. It's literally Bronze Triad card, and when you use the item, it becomes a card. So I don't know, if I were to buy a silver pack, it could be potentially 1 out of 8 cards that are included in the set. So also, that symbol above the Triple Triad Master's head means I'm able to challenge them to a game of Triple Triad. It also means I haven't beaten them yet. Once you beat an NPC, that mark above their head will disappear, but you could still challenge them. It's just, they're no longer marked on your map, really. So when you challenge an NPC or another player, you get this menu, you know, please confirm the rule and rewards. I have time remaining, only 22 seconds. So there's regional rules, which is the area you're in has specific rule sets, and that changes every day at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's GMT -8 for anyone wondering. And then there's match rules, where NPCs have certain rules that they play by, as well as the rewards and the actual fee in order to challenge the NPC. So I actually didn't make any decks before coming in. You can make pre-made decks, but I'm just going to hit recommended for the time being, and it'll use the only 5 cards that I own. So with that out of the way, this NPC is now going to explain the rules. I'm actually going to blow this up, if it'll let me. There we go. I'm going to blow up the size of the... Damn it. 140. There we go. All right, so a variety of rules exist that change how the game is played, but let's start off with an easy one, all open. So the all open rule is literally just both players can see each other's hands. If you ever want a bigger explanation of the rules, you can actually click over here and it'll pop up rules, all open. Both decks are placed face up. So you can actually just click right here and it'll tell you, hey, this is what the rules are. So now they played a card in the middle, and that card is a Chocobo. It's got 4 numbers on it, and those represent the strengths of that card's different sides. So for example, I have my Mandragora card. Its strength on the right side of the card is 2 versus the Chocobo strength on the left side of the card, which is only 1. So I'll play it and I take that card over. The ultimate goal of Triple Triad is to own the majority of cards that are in play. That includes the cards that are in the player's hand. So I own now 6 of the 10 cards that are being played in this match. So with that known, they just played another card, and they played a Mandragora in the top right corner, and for some reason it's not letting me. It's not. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have to use the D-pad. That was weird. It wasn't letting me use the D-pad at first. Okay, so now with that out of the way, Mandragora card's placed right there. Its strength on the right side is 3, so I know my strength on the right side is 5, so I'll take it over. They played a Tonberry in the bottom. They are playing. This is the worst I've ever seen this NPC play. I'm just saying, this is the worst I've ever seen this NPC play. So, I'm going to take it over with a bomb. And keep in mind that even though I've taken the cards over, if the NPC wasn't playing completely stupid, then they would be able to take the cards back. Like, it's not permanent. They are able to take the cards back. That's the worst I've ever seen that NPC lose. And I got the Spriggan card. Yes. I didn't even get that in one try on my main character. So when you beat an NPC, you're able to either quit or you're able to have a rematch against them. You'll also get MGP. You'll get some MGP even if you lose, but it'll overall cost you MGP if you lose. If you draw, you get a little bit more, and if you win, you get the most possible. You can also get a card, but this is random. You do not always get a card. In fact, in some cases, it'll take you hours upon hours upon hours of challenging and defeating the same NPC over and over and over again just to try and earn the cards that you want. See, now that I beat that first NPC, the other 5 NPCs that I can challenge around here are available. You'll notice a lot of people standing around that one in particular. King Elmer Fudd III rewards the Godbert card and the Bahamut card. And he's also one of the easiest NPCs to beat with the starter deck. But that's going to be something we'll talk about in a later video, because I actually made a separate video altogether. I should probably include an annotation to that in the description of the video, or not even an annotation, just a link to it. Yeah, you know, I'll put an annotation over the video so you can get to that in case you don't understand some of the more complicated rules. That video has one mistake in it, though. I described the sudden death rule completely wrong. For whatever reason, I literally just derped and didn't explain the rule right. And now they're just showing me around. Now, this is a gatekeeper. So, I've spoken a lot about fates. You know, the active time events that you can do out in the world to help you level. This is a gate. This is a golden saucer active time event. And at 15 past the hour and 15 before the hour, so 45 after the hour, events spawn in the gold saucer that you're able to participate in, and if you succeed in them, gain Manderville gold saucer points. You don't always succeed. It's not guaranteed success, but they're a good way of getting some extra Manderville gold saucer points. So the next scheduled event is Vase Off. It's in 7 minutes, and it's going to be held in Round Square. So then we also have mini games. There are 4 mini games like this one, and this is Monster Toss. And in case you couldn't tell, it's basketball. It's a little quick time event, basically, where your goal is to try and land the baskets. In this one specifically, you have like a short little time limit, and I am terrible at this basket game. I'm usually really good at timing games, but for some reason, this one, I never do well. I just don't do well with with this one. And if you look on the right, it tells you what the payout is for how many baskets you sink in the amount of time that you have. Remember, guys, it's all in the wrist. Never mind. Apparently, my wrists aren't strong enough. We got to strengthen those somehow. Never mind. That's disgusting. So, I got 4 Manderville gold saucer points. Those are just quick little mini games that you can do. They're not meant to be very serious forms of income. If you want, you can spam them over and over again to try and get that million for the Cloud Strife card, or the Fenrir mount that you can get from the NPC that we were at before. But you probably don't want to go about that. So this is basically a strength game where our goal is to try and end the meter closest to the far right. And however close you get determines how many points you'll actually win. So I won 3 because I didn't get it all the way at the end. Let's try again. Oh, I think that's full. All the way to the top. Pulverizing. Reminds me of Beautiful Joe with those graphics. And I get 5. Not bad. So let's continue on with the quest. By the way, there is an Aetherite here. There are Aether Nets here as well. Be sure to grab them. In fact, I'm going to run back and grab the Aetherite right now. That way, if you don't get the Aetherite and you teleport out, you're going to have to take the airship to get back here again. Thankfully, there is an Aetherite here. So let's attune to that, and then remember to be attuning to the Aethernets like you would in any city other than this. This is also a rested area, so you can get rested experience by being here. So, we're going to head over to the next NPC. Are there any other mini-games? There's another one. So, this is Cuff Occur. This is very similar to the basketball game, except you only do it once, and your goal is to just get as close to the middle, and then you just punch him in the face. Brutal. Nice. I got 5 points. That's the max amount of points you can get from that one. So that's another minigame. And then the 4th and final little minigame that you can do is over here, the Moogle's Paw. It's a crane game. But unlike most crane games, this one's like fair. So what you're going to want to do is you hold down the first button until it's right where you want it, and then you hold down the second one. I think that'll get it. And yay, I won a prize. Yay. Except we don't actually get the prize. We just get 5 MGP. So with that out of the way, let's just follow. I think they're upstairs. Yeah, let's go upstairs. You can also use, see that little circle thing right there that Hesden guy is standing next to? You can actually use those to jump up to the top as well. There's also an Ethernet below me, and there's an Ethernet up. Well, there's an Ethernet right next to me now. And this we're coming up to is the Jumbo Cactpot. So I'm sure some of you have seen real-life lotteries before, and you guys know how it works. But basically, the goal of the Jumbo Cactpot is you're going to want to buy a card, and it allows you to select 4 numbers on it. So, these 4 numbers, at the end of the week, depending on what server you're on, a drawing will be done right over there on the right-hand side, and your goal is to try and, you know, get as many matching numbers as possible. It's like a regular pick 4 lottery, basically. So now, we can purchase a ticket. They're giving me another one of those MGP vouchers, so I can do this free of charge the first time. So let's just use it real quick, and then let's purchase a jumbo Cactpot ticket. So you know what? As you can see, you're able to select the numbers that you put on it. I'm actually just going to randomize it. 7820. Sure. I'll purchase the ticket, and now when Saturday comes along, you want to show up, or whenever your server does their drawing, which is usually at the end of the week, the NPC itself will tell you when the drawing is going to take place. You'll come over to the Cactpot cashier and cash in your prize. So you can actually see what the payout would be. So first place in this next week is going to earn 1,068,505 MGP. It also rewards the Mad Bird ring, which is just a little vanity ring with a Chocobo head on it. If your last 3 numbers match, the 3 numbers from right to left, that'll be 106. If the last 2 numbers match, it's 11,000. Fourth prize is 1,200, and my consolation prize is 111. Also, as you can see on the right-hand side, there's bonuses depending on how many tickets actually sell. And as of right now, there's been 4,485 tickets. There's still 4 days to enter for this week. And I can't wait to come back here and fail on 3 different... Honestly, if this alt wins the Jumbo Cactpot, I'm going to be pissed. And I think you know why. Because why would I want to win the Jumbo Cactpot on my alt? I don't. But I'm entering it to show you guys what it's like. You know, what to do. I'm doing it for you. And if I end up winning on this alt very quickly becomes my main character. Just letting you know. This alt will very quickly become my main character. So this is another gatekeeper. Just continuing the quest. At this point, I'm just on tour. This gatekeeper does the exact same thing as the last one. And now we're going to go back to the Gold Saucer Attendant, and then we're going to go participate in the gate Vase Off. So, Vase Off is one of the ones that people fail quite often, and it costs 50 MGP to enter. So if you fail, it does cost you MGP, but if you win, it's a nice little bonus. It's pretty much the same risk you take with any of them, you know? He also just gave me 5 tickets for minigames in case I want to, well, be a part of any minigames. So round square is where we're going next. So that's why people were gathering around that gatekeeper. So remember, this happens at 15 after the hour and 15 before the hour is up. So like right now it's going to happen at 5:15. 30 minutes later, another event is going to happen. So we're just waiting for the NPC to go live so we can accept the quest. And the whole point of Vase Off is you're going to talk to the gatekeeper, and they're going to tell you you need to deliver vases to 1, 2, or 3 total NPCs. Let's see how many NPCs. Oh, 3 NPCs. Okay, so if I remember correctly, you're not allowed to jump. You're allowed to sprint, but you're not allowed to use abilities like ethereal manipulation or your jumps as a dragoon or anything like that. And while you're delivering these, there's NPCs like that one right there that are trying to catch you. And if they do catch you, then you fail. And keep in mind, you do have to, even though this person has the complete quest marker above their head, okay, you can definitely jump because that person did not fail. If you do, you know, fail before you deliver the 3rd vase, you get nothing. You just lose the 50 MGP. I just watched somebody fail, so I'm going to wait. These guys also have terribly, terribly poor sight, just so you know. So as long as you take the outside route, you're usually pretty okay on dodging them. Like that guy right there, you'd think he'd probably see us run right past him right here. He doesn't. That NPC right there, you'd probably think they'll see me, and they might, but I don't think they will. See? They have terribly, terribly bad vision. And the bunny girls you don't have to worry about. So we're just very carefully trying to dodge all the aggro. And of course, this NPC could just turn around and F my day. It could totally happen. I'm just hoping that it doesn't. Let's go up the stairs. Alright, that guy's going to come back down. I'm not going to go up yet. I think he's going to come back down. Yep, here it comes. See, I've done this enough. I know how to deliver the first 2. I haven't completed the one that requires me to deliver 3. I haven't even gotten the one to deliver 3 in a really, really long time. So now he's going to go back up, and he's going to go to the left. And yeah, these gates are kind of just like more mini games, you know? These aren't like super serious events that you have to do right or everybody hates you, you know? But you'll hate yourself, probably. So we're going to go back down the stairs really, really fast. And now is the path I don't know what this path is. Really, what you can do to help is follow other people. Like if you see somebody in front of you and they're not getting discovered by the NPCs, then you're obviously doing the right thing. Okay, that guy. See how that guy's doing it? I'm just going to follow him. That's all I'm doing. And now they're just waiting because I think the NPC is coming back down. Yeah, so we're just waiting because we need to go that way, the way that he's facing. Look at it. You can see everybody's just like, all right, all right. I actually could have just stayed up top probably and just dodged the aggro of the other ones, but I think this is the safer way to do it. We're just waiting for him to turn. Come on, I just want to deliver all three. Okay, he's walking past. He's walking past. I think he's going to come back and look down. I don't think we can actually get past him this way. Oh, yes. Oh, God. Oh, God. He's coming back. Oh, I feel so bad for that guy. You saw that guy in front of me with, like, the red crosshairs? That's how you know. That means that he failed. Is he coming down? Yes, he's coming down the stairs. Let's see how far down the stairs he actually comes. Oh, he doesn't come very far. It's just so funny seeing everybody, like, so afraid of being caught delivering these vases by this guy. Oh, I'm not trying to hide forever. I just need you to go up the stairs and look to the left. That's all we need. I think that person's trying to get around. See, that's why I remember somebody saying you can't jump, but I think that's BS. Because I've seen people jump and not fail this all the time. But you definitely fail. Like, every time I use Shukichi, I've insta-failed. So, that definitely... Oh, God, he's going even... Oh, no. Okay, now he goes back up. What a tease. What a tease with that. Please don't immediately face towards the right. Oh, I think we made it. I think we made it, ladies and gents. And we made it. 480 MGP. And we did it. Oh, yeah. So, that's basically almost the entire gold saucer. But there is one last thing that I want to show you guys. One thing that the tour doesn't show you. For some reason, they didn't think to have the tour show you how to get to Chocobo racing. And it's not like it's just out in the open. You actually have to go over to this lift attendant over here. So, yeah, when you want to unlock Chocobo racing, what you're going to want to do is come over here into the entrance square. You're going to want to head to the left side wall, and you're going to want to talk to the lift operator. Lift operator will take you up to Chocobo Square, and once you're here, you'll be able to do the quest in order to unlock Chocobo Racing. So, we're going to grab the Ethernet real quick, because I'm sure I'll be back here at some point. Probably actually not on Healer Happy. I think I'm going to grind out a little bit of Chocobo levels on my main, because it takes quite a few wins in order to level up your Chocobo. There's a lot of people here, too. What are you looking at? I'm trying to target you. There we go. So you want to be a jockey. This is the quest that lets you unlock Chocobo Racing. And now we need to teleport over to Bent Branch Meadows. You know me, I usually don't like the whole teleporting thing, but because I'm trying to get this video done in a timely fashion, I highly recommend setting your home point someplace other than the Gold Saucer if you're going to come here at level 15, because you don't want to end up like me where I have to teleport all the way over to Bent Branch Meadows. In fact, if anything, before you come here, you probably want to have, like, a home point set somewhere around Gridania, so you don't have to spend any money. It's a good idea to have. If you just happen to be in Gridania, set your home point there, or set a favorite spot there, and just make it happen. So here we go, Racing Chocobo Breeder. Now, I got to decide, do I want a male Chocobo or a female? You know what, I had a female Chocobo on my main. I'll get a male Chocobo here. So then as soon as you complete that, you're going to want to talk to Catering, and then we're going to go back to the Gold Saucer. Should have set my home point there, maybe. Maybe that would have been a good idea. Oh, yeah. If you're going to do this, definitely. Because I just wasted 1,000 gil. Like, I did not need to spend that 1,000 gil. I could have spent, like, 500. Or I could have spent nothing if I had done it right. But I'm lazy. And I want to get this video done quickly. So I'm going to break my rules, as I usually do, in order to show you Chocobo Racing. Let's go over to Chocobo Square real quick. By the way, I've been having a complete blast with the Gold Saucer since it came out a week ago. I've been having so much fun. Come on, let me unlock it. Any day now. Yeah, you don't have to bow to me. Don't worry about that. To participate in Chocobo races, first speak with the Race Chocobo trainer to register your fledgling. That's a very important step that not a lot of people read. Afterwards, speak with the registrar again and register for the training course. So, that's what we're going to do. We are going to talk to the trainer right here. We are going to give them the reward, and now we can actually name them. So there are a lot of different names, and you can give them just a first name, or you can give them a first and last name. So as you can see here, like Xanthe, Yamato, Hyperion, with and without the pronunciation thing, titles like Baron, King, Prince, Tristan, Zeppelin, Roy. Like, there are a lot of different choices here. Are there emotions? Personality. Let's go with concepts, weather, phenomena, racing, titles. Is Mr. here? There's Majesty. There's Master. There's... Oh, there it is. Mr. Okay. And... personality. Wait, there's no happy? That's impossible. There's no way. There's no way there's no happy on this list. I've seen people with it. I've seen unhappy. There has to be a happy. Proper nouns, numbers, titles, racing, battle, phenomena, weather, sky, fauna, fiora, concepts, appearance, materials. There's no way. Don't even tell me unhappy is here also. I will be unhappy if unhappy is here, but happy is not. No, it's here. It's gotta be here. Abstract adjectives, hyper, heller, concrete adjectives, hobby, Mr. Hobby. If I have to, I'll do Mr. I have to be just blind. There's no way. Hardy, hardy, two different spellings. Humble. There's no way. There's no way. There has to be a happy. Hayate, Hibiki, Hitten, Eorzea. Proper nouns, numbers, titles. Come on. Mr. Hero, that was somebody I met at Fan Festival. We beat Odin together. No. No. I'm getting upset. I'm upset. There's no happy here. And then I can't wait to read the comment section. Happy. Happy you missed it. It was right there. It was right there, Happy. How did you not see it? And they're not even, no one's even going to say where it was. They're just going to say that, and then they're going to make me go back and be like, where is it? They said it was here. They said it was here. Oh, don't tell me they were lying to me. All right, your name's going to be Mr. Great. I can't find Happy. Mr. Great. Thank you, Mr. Great. Once you talk to the trainer, you can enter a race. We'll enter the training course. And the training course is just going to go over the basics. I'm also going to explain certain things that aren't explained here to help you understand why certain things may seem out of your control. You don't have complete free reign of your Chocobo. It will always move forward. It will always move at a minimum speed without like debuffs or anything. And it'll most importantly, it's more like you're racing, but you're all on rails. And the rails, by hitting left and right, you can change which rail you're on. So, like, holding left is almost no different than just double tapping left in order to move. Because you're just moving. Why is it taking me so long to load into this training course? In before, it doesn't load. I actually had a really long loading time with the training course before as well. So, I wouldn't be too surprised if this took a while. Oh, I'm going to lean back a little bit while I get this training course ready. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody who's already unlocked the gold saucer is enjoying it so far. I've been enjoying it. I collected 60 out of the 80 cards. I need, I still don't have the Onion Knight. The Onion Knight card drops into a World of Darkness. I have Bartz. I have Terra. I have Odin. I have Ramu. I have Titan, I have Garuda, I have Ultima Weapon. I don't have Moggle or Ifrit, or Leviathan. I think those are the only three primals I'm really missing. I also don't have a Gaius Van Belsar card. I've fought the NPC for that for over 15 hours total now, and I still don't have the card. So if I go, like, take a nap, when I come back, will it be ready? I'm gonna put my headset on and just listen for it. Oh, the Gold Saucer theme sounds so nice in my headset. It's gonna help me fall asleep. I'm getting farther and farther away from the microphone because I don't feel like moving my chair that close to it. Oh, I was texting. It actually started. Alright, I don't know why that training course took so long to load. It literally took like another minute. Alright, so now we just have to do the little training event. So follow all the racing. So accelerate. To accelerate, we hold forward. On the controller, it's forward on the analog stick more specifically. So now we're going to accelerate until all our stamina is gone. Continue to accelerate and observe the objects. Observe the effects. Alright. So now I accelerate until stamina, and then I let go. Now we're going to de-accelerate. Just stop accelerating. In order to de-accelerate, you just stop accelerating. That's not even... Is that really de-accelerate? I thought... I'm not making any effort to de-accelerate right now, by the way. I'm just letting... It's just happening. Oh, I actually have to accelerate and then decelerate. Okay, I'm going to accelerate to lathered then. I think that's what the instructions said. Accelerate until you're lathered. When you're lathered, it means your Chocobo's really, really tired, and they're going to start losing stamina very, very quickly. So, in order to stop the super fast expenditure of the stamina, you just let go of the acceleration. But in real races, that almost never happens. So now we're able to steer our Chocobo, we're able to go left, we're able to go right. So remember, that whole thing about it being on rails, so like if I tap right, I just tap right. See how he moves a set distance onto the rail and keeps running straight? So you can determine how many rails there are on a course on a specific part. So I think there were like 6 rails here. And of course it can change. It can change depending on the width of the course. But that's just a good thing. Like you want to learn where all the chests are and what rails they're actually on. In addition, you can also jump to avoid them. Jump. That was not the jump button. No, I don't want to leave the training course. What's jump? Triangle is jump. Got it. Now we can open a treasure coffer. So, in the top right, you'll notice that it's telling me what item the treasure coffer will give next. So when I grab the item, it gives me the sprint shoes. It lets me know that... Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah. It lets me know that the next item that is possible to obtain. So, like, see all the sprint shoes. It knows that after I collect sprint shoes, the person after me can collect sprint shoes. The person after me can collect sprint shoes. It's just a way of indicating what items are up for grabs next. And then, you just sprint. And we're good. And now we completed the training course. We did it. And maybe we should do one real race really quick. You're gonna let me exit the race? I don't want... Do I have to leave the training course? I don't remember. Let me see if it... Oh, no. It automatically leaves it. Just making sure. I couldn't remember if it did that or not. And now we're able to enter real races. So, before we do that, maybe we should actually take a look at our racing Chocobo. So, there's a new menu here called the Gold Saucer. Main menu, character. And you can see how many Gold Saucer points you have, a triple Triad tournament that's going on, the recent tournament results, the Jumbo Cactpot, and the Mini Cactpot for the day. But then we can check out our Racing Chocobo, and there's a lot of information here. Keep in mind, this Racing Chocobo is completely different from your Companion Chocobo. I should have mentioned that a long time ago. It is completely different, so don't worry about them influencing each other. So they have 5 attributes: max speed, acceleration, endurance, stamina, and cunning. We'll go over those in a second. They have a racing capacity, which is their rating. That's how good the Chocobo is, basically. The higher the rating, the better the Chocobo is. There's also preferred weather, where your Chocobo just performs better. Again, we'll go into that, because these NPCs have answers for all our questions about that. Also, you'll notice I have a race abilities section, and that I have no race abilities available. At level 10 or 11, one of the two, you'll automatically learn your first racing ability, and you are able to learn multiple racing abilities. You are able to spend MGP to make your Chocobo forget a racing ability. You're able to give them a manual to force them to use a different ability. And this is a one-time use ability during the race, but there are items that can give you your item cooldown back. And also, the rank, their experience. Rank is not immediately involved with rating, because there's things like pedigree. Pedigree lets you know their your Chocobo. And this is all for mating right now, is what you're basically going to see. How good of a parent they're going to be, what your own Chocobo stats are, and it's what your own Chocobo stats are with the star rating, and then where they got their stats, their parentage, like what 2 Chocobos made this Chocobo, and how did I get these results. It's just more information to help you breed in the future. Pedigree level is also, you know, how many generations down your Chocobo is. So this is first pedigree because it's the first generation. When I eventually breed this Chocobo with another Chocobo, it'll be pedigree level 2. And then, of course, appearance. You can equip them with things like bardings. You won't see it right there, but you'll see it in the race. And when you start breeding them, there's a chance that they will change color. It depends very heavily on the parentage. And those are the most important things. So I said we would talk about maximum speed, acceleration, endurance, stamina, and cunning. I don't think I need to explain maximum speed and acceleration. Maximum speed is the fastest total speed your Chocobo can run. Acceleration is the rate at which they go from normal speed to their fastest speed. The rate at which you speed up. That's the definition of accelerate altogether. So, learn about Chocobo racing. Tell me about the racing. Tell me about the race Chocobos. Tell me about ratings and classes. What are race abilities? What are race items? What kinds of race item are there? So let me see the race Chocobos. Let me see which one of the NPC, which one of the things actually tells you what the stats are. To view your rare Chocobo's rating. Trying to remember. Is it the trainer that tells me? Are you the one with the... Somebody here is going to help me. Somebody here is going to explain to me all the stats. Information on race items. Here we go. Okay, never mind. So, yeah. Alright, let me explain it. I wanted to use a tutorial to explain it because I actually don't know what the cunning stat does. Is there nothing for the stats? There has to be something for the stats. There has to be something for the stats. Normally, other stats in this game, you can scroll over them and it'll tell you what they do. Yeah, that's not the case here. That's not the case at all. I know there's an NPC that explains this. Who is it? Joseph, is it you? No, it's not you, Joseph. What about you, Chocobo Keep? Maybe it's the NPC back in Central Shroud. So basically, cunning's the only stat I don't really understand what it does. And I'm sure it's something really simple. I just actually don't know. There's an NPC somewhere. So if I find out what it is before I post this video, I'll put it in the annotations or I'll put it in the comment section of the video somewhere. Maximum speed and acceleration, I already explained. Now, endurance and stamina. Now, you'd think stamina is your total stamina. And endurance is how long it takes for you to drain your stamina. Now, I don't know this for certain, but I've been told by other people, multiple other people, that endurance is actually your maximum stamina, and the stamina stat is how long it takes to drain your stamina. I don't know why it would be that way, but your goal is basically just try and get the best stats possible. I don't think anybody's really figured out a best stat combination. I'm a fan of I'm a fan of high stamina builds. The only problem with a high stamina build is that in races where people are constantly getting stamina items, the stamina build's not as good because people who are faster than you aren't starved for stamina. So having a decent balance of the stats is good. Getting as high a rating as possible. You are also able to train your Chocobo, but it requires that you have these special feeds. So every time your Chocobo ranks up, you're able to train them once. And depending on whether you give them grade 1, 2, or 3 feed, their stats will increase proportionally to the grade. And you can see these are pretty expensive. There are other ways to get them. And rank 1 or grade 1 feed you can buy in Central Shroud next to the NPC we were at before. You can buy each feed or blend for 1,500 each, but they're only grade 1. And grade 2s and 3s sell for a few $100K on the market board. So it can be pretty expensive if you want to make a super elite racing Chocobo. But honestly, I'd say just race, enjoy. You can actually queue up with friends into the races. So if you ever just want to play racing with your friends, you're perfectly capable of doing that. And talking about the Triple Triad, you are able to challenge friends to Triple Triad as well. You're able to challenge any random person to Triple Triad. So I think that this video pretty much covers up everything in the Gold Saucer. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend if you're a new player, you come check it out. Try not to spend too much gil. And I highly recommend saving up your Manderville Gold Saucer points. Trust me, the rewards you'll want are expensive. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care.